Hello, I'm Jeremy, and I am at the TRQ Research and Development Facility today. And today, I'm going to talk about door handles. I'm going to give you some tips and tricks about how to remove an exterior door handle on just about any car. Each car is going to be a little bit different, but they all kind of are generally held on the same way. So, let's get started. For the exterior door handle, these things are attached in a variety of different ways, but they all generally bolt through the door itself, and have bolts on the inside somewhere. So sometimes you'll go into the door jamb right over here and you'll find a bolt that holds the door handle in place. Once you remove the bolt, you'll be able to slide the whole handle in one direction and then pop it out of the door. Other times, you'll have to remove the door panel itself. Each door panel has a variety of screws and clips that hold it on, and these screws and clips can be hidden in a bunch of different places. One place is down here by the window switch. Sometimes you have hidden screws at the bottom of your door pulls. You can see I've removed this one. Sometimes they'll be hidden behind door handles, and sometimes they'll be surrounding the door panel itself. You may also find it behind little lights and a variety of other places. So once you pull out all of the hidden screws on your door, then the door panel will either pull straight off or it'll pull up. So I'll show you what the backside looks like. So some door panels, you'll have to remove the window switches before you can actually pull the panel off. This is one of them. In this case, we have a mirror switch that we'll have to disconnect. And then you can just kind of pull the door panel off. A lot of interior door handles have cables that go to them, that go from the handle itself down to the lock. And most of them work like this. It's actually a lot like a bicycle brake cable. And it clips into the door panel, and then it has a little end on it that slides into the door handle itself. So it's very easy to remove. You usually don't require any tools to actually remove it. Again, we have some additional clips. You just push the tab on these to release them. And at that point, you can kind of have your door panel off. You can see these are the types of clips that you're going to find on door panels. They just push straight into the door. Another option is the kind that is like a hook downward. And in that case, you have to lift the door panel straight up to get it off of the door itself. With the door panel off, you'll find that there's a weather seal around the door itself. And the weather seal is held on with two things. Right behind it is some sticky adhesive, and there's also going to be maybe some speakers or possibly an airbag or maybe a variety of other things that are clipped into the door or bolted to the door that also hold the weather seal on. Now, if you remove those, you'll be able to get rid of the weather seal altogether, and you'll have full access to the inside of the door. And one thing you want to make sure of when you're doing an exterior door handle is that your window is all the way up in the door. So that is something to pay attention to before you take your door panel completely off, because you obviously want your window switch plugged in if you need to roll your window up. With the window up all the way, that almost always gains you access to the inside of the door, the exterior door handle. And inside the door, you'll find usually about 2 bolts that hold the door handle into the door. And there'll be a variety of clips as well. The clips usually just snap into place. They're really easy. You just turn them 90 degrees and the rods basically fall off the door handle. And then you can remove the 2 bolts and remove your door handle entirely. When you're reinstalling the door handle, you want to put it back through the door itself and then reattach the bolts, reattach the clips the same way that they came off, and then you can sort of do the whole thing in reverse order. You'll put the weather seal back on, reinstall any speakers or possibly an airbag. Then you can reattach your interior door handle, install your door panel, and the job pretty much wraps up at that point. So that pretty much wraps up the basics of how to remove an exterior door handle. If you're looking for door handles, you want to find the TRQ brand because you know it's going to fit right, it's going to look right, it's going to get the job done the first time. So, hopefully that helped you out.